Happy Cooper Pratt MLB debut day. For those who don't know who Cooper Pratt is, he was the Brewers' 6th round pick in the 2023 MLB draft and has since become the Brewers' number 4 prospect and the 63rd prospect in the MLB. The Brewers also extended Pratt to an 8-year, $50.75 million contract before getting his first MLB at-bat. He finally got the call though and hit 8th in the lineup and played shortstop in his debut against the Cleveland Guardians in game number 1. Let's see how his debut went, and meanwhile see what the rest of the team does in this game. Now, I will be highlighting all of Cooper Pratt's at-bats and plays in the field no matter what he does. And with that being said, here is Pratt's first play in the field.
Ground ball, got a chance here, gotta hurry, flip it to the back, throw it up first.
A routine ground ball up the middle and a clean flip to Terang at second to turn the double play to end the inning. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing that a lot. Unfortunately though, he also made his first error of his career.
A designated for assignment, Luis Rengifo. Here's Pratt, let's see if he makes his play. Kind of slipped a little.
It looked like a little slip when he went to plant his legs that caused the overthrow, but it's best to get that one out of the way as quickly as possible and take some weight off his shoulders, get that error out of the way right away. His first at bat only lasted 2 pitches.
I mean, that's part of the reason why you guys like him so much. And a ground ball to short.
Not the best pitch to swing at, but he will get many more opportunities, obviously. In other news, Bryce Terang got the scoring started in the 4th inning with this swing.
And you were in California, you got the news. What was your reaction? Bryce Terang.
And just like I said for Jake Bauers, vote Bryce Terang into the All-Star game. 103.3 miles an hour off the bat, traveled 403 feet. Now, back to Pratt. His second at-bat went a tiny bit longer, lasting 3 pitches this time.
On the ground, Zana is going to make the play.
You can tell he's trying to be aggressive looking for his first hit and just going out there and swinging, which is fine, but you got to make sure to make good contact first. And while the offense started off slow, Brewers starter Robert Gasser pitched a great game. He allowed runners on in the second via the walk, but erased that when Pratt and Terang turned that double play. He also gave up a single in the 3rd, but once again, got a double play right after that. Other than that, he was terrific. His final stat line was 5.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts on 92 pitches. Gasser's come all the way back after a couple rough outings in May, and again, we don't count the one in Las Vegas in June, so scratch that from your stats. This right here is the Gasser we know and have seen in the past. Joel Kuhnel would replace Gasser with 1 on and 2 outs and give up a double to former Brewer Rhys Hoskins. Fortunately though, it did not score the runner from first. This is how Kuhnel handled the next bat.
2, Schneemann on the ground. Got the fastball, a big one too.
That's what we like to see. Great job getting out of the mess. Aaron Ashby now would get the 7th in line for another win. He would strike out the first batter, walk the second, who moved over on a wild pitch, and then he made Stephen Kwan look silly.
40.
Not only was that a very rare strikeout from Stephen Kwan, but a very rare swing and miss from Stephen Kwan. Just made him look absolutely goofy in the box with that swing. But Ashby, unfortunately, could not get the next hitter.
All right, field base hit. Frelick up with it. Fairchild, and he is
just a little flick of the wrist over the first baseman, tied the game at 1. Ashby got the last guy to ground out to end the inning. Garrett Mitchell led off the bottom of the 7th. Everyone tune in to this.
As Mitchell sends one deep right center. Goodbye!
That's my son. That's my boy. If you know the movie, you to go. Anyways, 111.8 off the bat and 440 feet on a line drive. Just incredible. Brewers, do not trade him, please. Cooper Pratt would then be the next batter. Let's see if he got his first hit.
And Pratt, little cue shot over to first.
And he did not. Not the greatest debut for Pratt, but he's got plenty of time and plenty of money. The Brewers would not score after that home run. Abner Uribe got the 8th after Ashby walked Travis Pizzana. After a couple wild pitches and a walk, Uribe would eventually pitch a scoreless 8th. Trevor McGill gets a save opportunity in a 2-1 ball game. Let's see if he can close it out.
Kwan on the ground. Terang gobbles it up. Here he comes. And did he go? Yes!
And he does, as the Brewers take game 1 in the series. A great pitching performance by both teams, but the 2 solo shots from Bryce Terang and Garrett Mitchell were the difference makers. Also, they were the only 2 hitters to get a hit, and they both had 2. 4 hits total from the Brewers this game, 2 by Mitchell, 2 by Terang. Unfortunately, no first career hit for Cooper Pratt, but there's always tomorrow, and the Brewers are undefeated when Cooper Pratt is in the lineup. My players of the game for game 1, Bryce Terang, obviously, and Garrett Mitchell, obviously, the only people that got hits in the lineup. Terang 2 for 3, home run, RBI, and a walk. Mitchell, home run and an RBI, gave the Brewers the lead. Pitching wise, Robert Gasser, 5.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Just a great start by Gasser. And then Uribe and McGill were clutch and closed it out. Nothing to complain about there. Great game 1. Let's see if we can get the win in game 2. The Brewers started game 2 the same way they scored all their runs in game 1. Christian Yelich in the leadoff spot got the game started with a bang.
Try to put some early runs on the board, and that is Yelich. That's how you start a ball game.
His 5th home run of the season, and the Brewers bats are off to an early start off of Guardians starter Gavin Williams. After 2 groundouts and 2 walks, the Brewers would do what they do best, thanks to Sal Frelick.
Deals to Frelick, drives one in the gap, down and to the wall. In to score is Contreras, Bowers, Wade Tome.
Frelick has been getting a lot of hate lately. He has obviously not been producing this year and taking some playing time away from Andrew Vaughn, but he delivers here with a big double. The bats would continue in the 2nd inning as Cooper Pratt leads off the inning, and I know you will want to see this.
Rotations on the bat as he shoots one through, and there it is, his first hit in the big leagues.
Congratulations to Cooper Pratt on his first career hit in the MLB. I will say I am a big fan of his 2-strike approach. Just put the ball in play, give the bat the ball, no strikeouts. Great approach from Cooper Pratt there. David Hamilton moved him over on a sac bunt, and then Yelich once again would deliver.
And he shoots out into the opposite field. It's down, a base hit. They're going to send Pratt. Throw from center is up the line.
Yelich drove in his 2nd run of the game and also Pratt's 1st career run. It would not be over yet, as once again the Brewers would score with 2 outs.
And he shoots one left center, well hit, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Yelich is in. Terang.
Bryce Terang has been getting hot, and the offense is clicking early, putting up 5 runs in 2 innings. Vote for Bryce Terang. Brandon Sproat got the start in this game, and he was absolutely dialed in, putting the first 9 batters away that he faced, striking out 5 of them. 9 up, 9 down in the first 3 innings. After a gem against the Athletics, it looked like he was on his way to another great outing. Until he wasn't. His 4th inning started with a walk, a single, another walk, and then after a strikeout to Rhys Hoskins, the damage would be done.
Schneemann launches. Frelick looks up. A grand.
I really thought he had something going. He did the best pitching out of anybody in Las Vegas in that stupid ballpark, but maybe a hanging curveball right down the middle isn't the best strikeout pitch in the world. Who would have thought? Things went from bad to worse for Sproat. After getting a pop out, he would pitch only 2 pitches to Steven Kwan before getting taken out of the game from the trainer. A very unfortunate situation. His velo was down after he came out pumping 98 to 100 in the first 3 innings. He was only hitting 94-ish. So another pitching injury, definitely not ideal. Chad Patrick, though, would replace Sproat and get out of the inning after a walk to Kwan. That grand slam did not phase the Brewers, though, as David Hamilton would reach on a 1-out infield single, and after Yelich struck out, Jackson Chourio came up with 2 outs.
At second base. Chourio, right field, back on it, fly. He's at the wall. It's gone.
If you missed it, the key word there was 2 outs. Chourio is on another level this month, already at 10 home runs in only 37 games. The player of the month watch is becoming the player of the month warning. And this just in, it appears to be a right hamstring cramp for Brandon Sproat. Thankfully, nothing too serious. Although Sproat got injured and was taken out early, Chad Patrick was amazing coming out of the pen for the injured Sproat, bringing out the demon. Finally, after struggling in his last couple of outings, he went a solid 3.1 innings pitched, 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. That was very much needed of him because of the shortened start by Brandon Sproat. So great job by Chad Patrick. The Brewers bats came back to life after some silence in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. William Contreras hit a leadoff single, Sal Frelick hit a single of his own with 1 out, and then Pat Murphy would go to his bench, bring in Andrew Vaughn for Garrett Mitchell to hit against the lefty pitcher. Let's see if he came through.
Handed pitching. Remember, he missed 6 weeks. Oh, it hits the bat. It's into left field. Contreras will score.
Hey, we'll take it. A little help from the third base bag gave Vaughn an RBI double, and looky here, Cooper Pratt already had his first MLB hit and run this far. Can he add to this tonight?
And Pratt into right field, a base hit. 1 run is in. Frelick.
An RBI single gave him his first career RBI, and he wasn't done as he also recorded his first MLB stolen base. He has definitely had a memorable night in his 2nd game of his career. Aaron Ashby sent the Guardians down in order with a pop-out, ground-out, and a flyout in the 8th inning, and Grant Anderson was in for the 9th to put the game away.
He and Hamilton will be in a... Hoskins pops that one right up the pipe and right down into the... Roll over ground ball. Fry to right field, hit well. Frelick is back. Frelick has
a nice and easy ninth inning from Anderson gave the Brewers the win and also secured the series win as well. The Brewers are still undefeated with Cooper Pratt in the lineup, and they will go into game 3 looking for the sweep with Shane Drone on the mound. I had a handful of players of the game this game, a lot of offense. As you can imagine, we scored 9 runs. Christian Yelich, will start off with him, 2 for 5, a home run to start the game, 2 RBIs. Sal Frelick, 2 for 4, a double, 2 RBIs. Cooper Pratt, first player of the game, 2 for 4, an RBI, and we'll give him that stolen base. And then Jackson Churro, just 1 for 4, but did hit that 2-run home run to give the Brewers a little cushion after that grand slam. Pitching wise, Chad Patrick, obviously 3.1 innings pitched, 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. And I'm going to put Brent Sproat in there for the first through third innings. 3 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Congratulations, Brent Sproat. If this was a 3-inning game, you just had yourself a perfect game. Let's see if the Brewers can continue this offensive performance in game 3. This was a very frustrating game to watch. First of all, great pitching by Shane Drone. On the other hand, where was the Brewers offense? It was not the same offense that we usually see, and by this intro you can probably tell the outcome of this game, but let's still go through it. The Brewers did get the scoring started this time in the second inning. A leadoff walk to Andrew Vaughn followed by a single from Jake Bauers put the Brewers in a good spot with no outs. Gary Sanchez did his job.
Sanchez up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. Here comes Vaughn.
Great job by Gary Sanchez there, getting the Brewers on the board. I wish I had more good news for you, but Pat Murphy rolled out the B lineup this game. Blake Perkins reached on a fielder's choice, Cooper Pratt struck out, and Guardians rookie Khalil Watson, making his MLB debut, made a great run-saving catch.
He shoots one down the right field line. That is caught.
Poor Joey Ortiz, man, as that would have definitely scored 2 more runs. The Guardians immediately got that run back thanks to former Brewer prospect David Fry.
In the air, left center, hit well, and it is going to be Churro, and it's up and out.
The former Brewers always find a way to hurt us, and that was the theme for the Guardians this game. But before I get to that, the Brewers took the lead back once again in the next inning. A leadoff walk to Gary Sanchez, and then a double from Blake Perkins. I know, would you believe me if I said that his bat was heating up? Cooper Pratt would drive and then run on a sac fly to center field with Gary Sanchez chugging home. Again, that would be it for that inning. After a double, second, third, no outs, we only scored 1 on a sac fly. Shane Drone got to start this game and did fairly well. Besides that home run, he only allowed 2 other hits with a final stat line of 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts on 91 pitches. A very solid start by Drone, as he has been good filling in as a starter recently. Too bad the bullpen was not. Just like the B lineup, it was also the B bullpen, as Pat Murphy went to Joel Kuno out of the pen first, and he allowed this.
There's a fly ball to right. That is deep, and that...
All that work from Drone for what? It got even worse when Grant Anderson did the same thing in the 7th.
That ball's ripped. Right field, way back, and Bazana...
3 solo home runs have been the only runs for the Guardians so far in this game. He would then walk back-to-back batters before getting Hoskins to pop out. Then Drew Rom would come in to replace Anderson to face Kyle Manzardo, and he also walked him, then decided to give the Guardians a free run.
Do damage. And that's in the dirt, gets by Sanchez, and another run's going to score.
Thanks, Drew Rom. Maybe Gary should have blocked that one better, but there was no reason for Rom to be throwing it in the dirt like that. Unfortunate. On the other hand, Guardians starting pitcher Parker Messick was dialed in this game. Even though he gave up 2 runs, he still managed to go 6 innings and struck out 9. He settled in nicely after the 4th inning. With the Brewers down by 2, they had perfect opportunities in the 7th and the 8th inning, but like I said before, it was a very frustrating game. They had the bases loaded in both of those innings, and this is how they managed that situation.
3-2, runners go on the ground. Rocchio, long throw is in time. And down.
The Guardians had to bring in Cade Smith, who is their elite closer, to shut them down in the 8th, and then Smith went out for the 9th to get the save, and it was not pretty.
Here's the closer. Churro, bouncing ball out to Bazana. And there's out number. It's a naked gun moment waiting to happen. And he shoots one left field. On the run is Quan. He's there.
Andrew Vaughn gave them a little life in the 9th inning with a walk, but nothing to show for it as the Brewers lose. It could have been an easy sweep for the Brewers because the Guardians have been banged up, Jose Ramirez has been out, and their pitchers have been underperforming, but we settled for the series win as we gave our A bullpen and players like William Contreras and Garrett Mitchell a rest day for the upcoming series, even though they both got at-bats at the end of the game. The Brewers offense went a solid 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position and left 12 on base. The funny thing is, the Guardians offense arguably did worse, going 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position and left 11 on base, but the solo home runs made the difference. My players of the game for Game 3, obviously not much to show for it, but Gary Sanchez went 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Cooper Pratt went 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Blake Perkins, I guess, went 1 for 3 with a double. And then pitching wise, Shane Drone, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. And I guess Craig Yoho, he pitched the 9th, did his job, 1 inning pitched, 2 strikeouts. So by that time, Punal and Anderson already gave up the runs, so maybe they should have brought him in earlier, but who's to say, you know? But that is it for Game 3. That will be it for my Brewers series recap against the Cleveland Guardians. Obviously, I wanted the sweep, but a series win is good as well. The Brewers will now travel to Atlanta to play the best team in the MLB, the Braves, in a 3-game series. We do have our top starters going, Jacob Mizrowski, Kyle Harrison, so it should be a fun matchup to watch. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and please leave me some feedback in the comments. I would like you guys, the audience, to kind of help me improve my content and improve my videos overall, just to make them better for you guys and just make them more watchable. So if you could just leave some comments down below, help me out a little bit on what I could do better. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Tune in to the next series against the Atlanta Braves to find out what's brewing.